Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna make a quick video here on 2-Up riding. So I usually ride with my wife, right? That's why I got the 2-Up package on my bike, and these are usually always down. So if you're a new rider and you want to ride with a passenger, one thing I would say is make sure you set the bike up for a passenger. So you might want to adjust your preload, because you got to realize, like, if you're adding, say your girlfriend's 100 pounds, that's a 100-pound bag you're going to go put on the back of your bike. So you're going to preload your suspension even more. If your girlfriend's even heavier, if she's 140, let's say she's a bigger gal at 160, well, all this weight, you got to realize you're adding, it's like adding luggage to your bike. So if you're going to be riding long distance and stuff, you might want to adjust your preload to avoid bottoming out, to help your handling and all that kind of stuff. Check your tire pressures, right? Check your owner's manual or just Google it online. See what your tire pressures are supposed to be set at if you have a passenger, and what your preload should be set at. Anyway, that's just going over the bike for setting up your bike for a passenger. Mine's been set up for a passenger. So we'll get on the bike here and I'll go over a few things. So before your passenger ever gets on the bike, you want to make sure that you're planted. You got your hand on the brake so the bike can't go anywhere. Make sure that you got both hands on the handlebars, and make sure they never get on unless you tell them it's okay to get on. So you could be like, okay, it's good to get on. Brace yourself. Let them get on, because if you're not expecting the weight transfer can pull this bike right out of your hands. So I'll make another video at another date with my wife. My wife's at the bar right now bartending, so she can't come in and help with the video. But I just thought I would make this video now so people have some kind of advice for 2-Up riding. So we'll get on the road, and then I'll let you guys know about like the on-road riding with a passenger. Another thing I want to go over too is, if you don't have like a mic system in your helmets to be able to communicate with your passenger, one thing you're going to want to do is establish a couple of quick and easy ways to identify what they're trying to tell you. So have like a, let's say, a tap system. So one tap is like, I'm good, everything's okay. Because you could be like, have a 2-tap, like 1, 2 means like, let's pull over soon. You could have like a 3-tap, like three quick taps, like 1, 2, 3 on your leg or something. That means like, let's pull over right now. Like, it's an emergency. We can't keep going. Find the safest place to pull over. And then you can have like a, let's say, I need to adjust my seat or something. So let's have like 2 quick taps, like that means like, I'm adjusting. You know, just come up with like some kind of tap system that works for you and your girlfriend, that you both will understand. Some kind of touch system. That way there, if you're not able to communicate, you guys have some kind of communication still. Well, now that we made it back into the city, we're on our ride, we can start talking about riding with a passenger. So one thing I would suggest, the first thing I would tell my passenger before they even got on, before we went for the ride, is I would teach them about their footing on the rear pegs. I would tell them to think that their feet, when they put them on there and they get on this bike, that they're glued there. Think they're like mouse traps, like little sticky traps. The second you step on them, you can't get off unless this bike stops and I say you can get off. I'll look back at you and I'll say, okay, you're good to get off. Because the one thing I don't want is my passenger taking their feet off of these pegs. That'll throw my balance off. They could get their foot snagged on something. It's dangerous. I don't lift my feet off the pegs when I'm riding. I try to keep my feet on these pegs unless this motorcycle is stopped. Even if I'm rolling up to a stop, even when I do stop, if I think I'm going to go right away, I'll keep my feet on the pegs. I try to balance on the motorcycle. I like to keep my feet on these pegs when I'm on the bike. But that's the first thing, is foot safety. I would teach them foot safety. It's one of the biggest things. Probably causes lots of injuries every year in any country. It's probably one of the majorest things, is people getting their foots broken. So keep your feet on the pegs. Also, when they're holding on to you, make sure that they hold on to you by their waist if they're a new passenger. Even if you do have sissy bars, I always suggest a waist hold is the best, because you never want a passenger that's going to sit back there and just be a 2x4. You don't want a wind sail behind you. You want somebody, you got to tell them that when I lean, you lean with my body. So if they're holding on to your body, you don't want them fighting your lean. You want them to lean with you. Help me lean. So if I go this way, you go this way. If I go that way, you go that way. Because the worst thing you can have is a wind sail behind you. And then when you're teaching them with the foot controls, you tell them, listen, because your feet are glued to that, you can push against that. Like when we brake, I want you to lean back and push down on the pegs. Like use your feet and push against them so that you don't come diving head first into me. Because when we have to emergency stop, you don't want to knock yourself out on my helmet. Or if I go to stomp on the gas, I don't want you breaking your neck. Like, when we go around corners, like to teach them how to lean with you, just tell them to look over your shoulder. Like if we're turning right, look over my right shoulder. If we're turning left, look over my left shoulder. Just look where we're going. If you're always, it's kind of like anything you do in life. Like when I teach somebody to drive a motorcycle, like you always want to be looking at where you want to be traveling. So it's the same thing as that, same as snowboarding or skiing, or look where you want to go. So if we're going to go to the left, look over my left shoulder, let's lean to the left and let's go that way. If I want to go right, look over my right shoulder, and that's the way we're going. Yeah, no, it's just one of my best things is to tell them to use their core, like use their body. It's not a hard thing to be a backpack, but you don't want to be a luggage sack. Like you want to be a backpack, you want to lean with my back. You don't want to be like a strapped on piece of luggage on the back of my bike. It's the best way I can describe it. My wife's amazing at it with me. Like I'll take her for a ride when she has a chance, and I'll get her to give me a hand. We'll go to a parking lot and I'll explain like loading onto the bike and everything, dismounting. You always want them to load on from the left. Primarily your exhausts are going to be on your right on most motorcycles. And the bike is usually always leaning to the left. Well, I guess for the passenger it's going to be, your bike should be standing straight up, but always get them to come on from the left side. It's some of the best advice I could possibly give. I've been riding with a passenger the entire time I've had a motorcycle, so, well, almost. I think the first 2 years I didn't have a passenger on my bike. Once I was comfortable enough on a bike, then I did. Believe it or not, my mother was my first passenger on my motorcycle. And my mom rides bikes also too, so she kind of taught me pretty much how a passenger should ride on your bike. A lot of people think I'm just young and dumb, but I try to be well-knowledged. I'm always learning new things. I never think I know everything. If I left something out in this video, you can always put it down in the comments, like some more good advice. all the good advice about passenger riding is good, right? Like, there's a lot of new riders that come to YouTube that want to learn good and safe habits to get into when they're riding. So it's where I come to actually a lot of the time to learn something if I need something. It's actually how I get most of my knowledge. They say don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Watch like more than just one source. Don't just go off what I'm saying. Even if you do think it's good advice, do a little bit more research. If what I'm saying lines up with 10 other people, then you know that advice is probably pretty accurate. I just hope everybody out there is riding safe, that's all. I like to make these YouTube videos daily just to film my rides and talk and make connection with you guys. You guys have been killing my channel. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the views, likes, and comments. You guys are amazing. It's like another family. I was just at under 100 subscribers like a month ago, and now I'm at almost 500. You guys are just killing the channel. I love it. It's like my new little family on the internet. I have my family at the bar, all my patrons. I treat them all like family. I try to, if you come into my life, I try to treat you the way I would want to be treated. Oh, look at this. This is cool. A little bike ride out. He's doing some wheelies. Someone's wheeling too. Oh, that one almost wiped out. Oh, that's pretty cool. I know it looks like I was distracted, but I knew these cars were all very far away from me. That's why I was still checking in my mirror to make sure everybody was still at the same distance. I looked over my shoulder. There's some really nice cars up here. The car show was just happening on at our mall there, so we passed it a few minutes ago. I don't know if the camera picked up any of the cars. Things are gorgeous. I hate this hill. It's such a blind hill. Come over that and someone wants to go turn and left over that, like, man, I love this bike. Oh, my face is itchy. That'll probably be the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you back at the garage. Keep her safe out there, boys. Always keep your 2 rubbers down. If you're gonna keep 1 rubber down, at least make sure it's planted to the ground. You don't want to see 2 wheels up. It's one badass horse.